Alright, so you want to know about Ao3. Today I'll be showing you the two biggest parts of using this site. First off, the filtering system, and second off, how to make your own fic. So first off, let us take this random, I say random, but it's one of the biggest fandoms out there. Let's take the Harry Potter fandom. I'll show you how to navigate through all the tags. Alright, so this is most of the things you can basically sort by. Author gives you pretty much the author. The ones that matter the most are these ones down here. Date posted is the day that it was posted, so the earliest fix will be at the very back. Date updated is the fics that have just been updated, so the ones that have new chapters will be here. Word count is from the longest to the shortest. Hits is the most reads to the least reads. Kudos is the most likes to the least likes. And comments, well, I guess you can figure that out by yourselves. Bookmarks is the most saves. And this is the robust filtering system that many people like so much. It allows you to basically choose the kinds of fics you like to read. So if you want to basically look at, well, sexy things, these two are the ones you will find. Everything else is generally lacking such things, though not romance. I suggest teen and up audiences since that's usually the largest, and also, you get plenty of violence even if you don't pick, the sexy ones. Warnings. Do you want to see something where no archive warnings apply, or do you want to be a degenerate? Usually warnings, what I do is that I'll go to the exclude and cross out the ones I don't want. But if you want specifically violent fics, you can check that. Categories. You want the gay? You want the lesbian? Are you an equal opportunity shipper? This is where you find those. This is the fandoms. Sometimes you'll be able to see crossovers. For every one you click, you add another crossover. So if you click all three of these, it won't just put the fics that have Harry Potter or just the Fantastic Beasts. It'll look at fics that are all three. So you're better off doing either one or two because any more than that will greatly reduce the number of fics that you'll find. This is the characters that show up. There are more characters than just these ones, but it only lists the most popular. So if you want to find someone that's not there, say, let's see, who isn't there? We don't have Rick. Hold on. Yeah, Lucius Malfoy is not there. So if we want to find a fic with him, we can look in the other tags to include, and we can X that. And there we'll be able to find fics with Lucius Malfoy. Same for additional tags. Many things aren't there, but these are the most popular. So if you want an alternate universe with romance, this is what you check. And exclude is the same thing, but this time, this is what you don't want to see. Generally, I find this to actually be the more useful of the ones because it'll allow us to, if you want no crossovers, there's a button for that. It'll allow us to get rid of stuff. So do you not want Marauders Era? You don't want an epilogue? This is what you click. Same here, same as up there. If you want to exclude all crossovers, you can do that. Completion status, word count. This can give you a range to a very specific range. Date updated, basically, is this a dead fic or not? And then usually most fics are English, but you can customize that too. Let's see what we get. All right, every one of these will be between 2,000 and 3,000 words, sorted by, let's sort this by kudos. So this is the most liked fic between 2,000 and 3,000 words. Pretty sweet, eh? Now I'll show you the second part you want. And this is how to create a fic. So You have to be a member for this, so you should sign up. So post a fic. This, as before, will give you the rating. General audiences is everyone. Teen and up is the most popular. Mature if you're especially gory or have sex. Explicit is almost always sex, so let's do that. Same here. Here are all the warnings. You can choose to have list a couple, have none, or say, nah, you don't get to know. Fandoms. You can have more than one fandom, but you basically have to type it out and it'll list it for you. Let's do multi. Relationships. If you want to have a platonic relationship, it will have an and. If you want a romantic relationship, you will have a slash. Keep this in mind. Don't get it wrong, or you're going to end up with some real awkward things. Here is where you list all of the characters. Say you want like a whole bunch of people. Most people only list the most prevalent characters within the fic. You can just write additional characters if you have way too many to list. And then tags. Tags are the meat of how people are going to find your fic. So most of the times you will have an alternate universe, canon divergence, fluff, which is just, oh, cutesy stuff, ook, out of character. These are just some terms that you may not know just going into that. And angst, which is basically pain physically and emotionally. These are just some common tags you'll find on all of them. It's very customizable to whatever fandom you're in. Work title. This is your title. Co-creators. You can add a co-creator if you are working on the fic in tandem with someone else. So basically, you'll just type their username, list them, and you'll both be shown as authors of the fic. Summary. This is the short summary you get when you search up a fic, and under all the tags they'll be like, oh, what if one day Harry was murdered instead and now there's no boy who lived? What'll happen then? That will be the summary. It shows in the listing notes at the beginning and at the end. The notes are a really useful feature, I find, because you can just do things like this. Yes, you can put warnings in your fic. You can make funny comments. You can actually say something specifically to the reader without it being in the body of your work. Post to collections and challenges. You can do this if you have multiple fics of the same fandom or you're going to a challenge. You'll type up the name of it and then it'll show the possibilities and then you can list this. Gift this work, well, maybe we can talk about later. Series is say, this is one of the series I have. It's not an OC, but you can put it as a part of the series. This work has multiple chapters. Most often, yes. If you don't know how many there'll be, you don't have to fill it out. And then chapter title is the specific title of the chapter. So I can say the first of them all. And I'll show you how this looks once I finish putting this in. English, you could do that. That's a necessary one. Work skin. This is some more complex things. I can make a whole other video for that. This, don't check this. Comment moderation if you want to see what people say before you allow them to speak. Usually most people don't enable comment moderation, but if you're writing something really terrible, I suppose you can do that. Everyone can comment. And this is the body of the text. If you notice, this thing is not the most comprehensive, but if you want to have special effects, then you'll have to tag into HTML. Blah, sorry about that. So this would be italics. and then you do a /I. For every single one of these, you have to have a header and an ender. It's part of how the code works. But you can have multiple of these. Say you want the same thing, but you want it to be italic and also bold. So you will do this. And now that is both italic and bold. You can layer multiple different effects onto your words. There's also P/P, which is the paragraph, which thankfully that does automatically. It'll leave a small space between this and the parts before. You'll see there automatically be P's on these ones as well once I do that. And then there's a bunch of other things, such as adding images, which I can link a video for since someone else had made a very useful video on that. And then let's just do some squiggles. I'm not going to write an actual fic on this. I'm sorry. It's just too much work. And then before you post, it is good to preview. So once you preview, this is how it'll show. This is what my fic looks like to me. And once I post this, this is how it'll look like to other people. The good part about preview is that you can save as draft. And once you save as draft, it is basically there. The only thing it isn't is posted. You can go on your own account and read your own fic without it being out yet. So yeah, here's everything you need to know. Some people can comment and you can reply to them. And yeah, that's it. See you all.